Listen, while I was on vacation in Mexico, I got a nice tweet from Michael Cox who said, "Hey, I'm in Scotland."
So, where are you?
Yeah, you were over. What were you doing over in Scotland? Just a visit, or were you doing some buying? And
yeah, trade shows.
Yeah.
So actually stopped in Dublin on the way back.
Oh, did you?
Just it's always funny going
Dublin.
through Irish customs. How long are you here for? Just a day. So it's kind of a little weird.
Just to hang out.
Yeah.
So you're restocking the Scottish and Irish store, basically, looking for new things.
Yeah, you find new suppliers and get a chance to see some family and have a few drams and a few pints.
Exactly. So, Listen, if you ever get a chance, I was there last summer, Scotland and Ireland. Beautiful, beautiful part of the world. By the way, happy Robbie Burns Day.
Yes.
Today is officially the day, right?
This is it. January 25th is his birthday.
They celebrate his birthday.
That's right. Big event. Burns was born in 1739 and died in 1796.
Right.
Sorry, 1759, I should say.
Yeah.
It's only 37 when he died.
What made him such an icon? Obviously, his writings.
Yeah,
but
he wrote over 300 poems and songs, and the key thing was he wrote in the Scots vernacular. So he wrote in the language of the day that people could understand, rather than writing in prose that was just a little bit too haughty for them. Because he was big into the class system. He was always going for the underdog. He always took shots at the government and the church. He just felt that there was just too much of a distinction between the classes.
Right.
So and he worked as a farmer. When he grew up, and that's one of the reasons why they felt that it wasn't because he drank too much. So he did like his whiskey, but they felt that because he'd worked so hard in the farm in his youth, it had damaged his heart. So
Is that what happened?
That's why he died so young.
Ultimately.
But and as a result, his works became very well known when the Edinburgh crowd started to read them, and then he became very, very popular, and then his works just started to creep into literature. I mean, people like, even today, you had in 1951 when Salinger wrote Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
The main character misinterpreted Coming Through the Rye, which was a Burns poem.
That's right.
And, when Steinbeck wrote Of Mice and Men, it was based on a poem, Ode to a Mouse.
That's right.
That he wrote.
That Robbie Burns wrote.
Of Mice and Men and Plans of Mice and Men. Yeah, that's right.
Great impact in a short period of time.
Bob Dylan has said that when he read poems, Love is Like a Red, Red Rose, that had a big influence on his songwriting.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln quoted Burns all the time. So he had a big impact in the world that just keep him in Old Lang Syne. Yeah. It was written by Burns.
I know there's a big celebration in tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, well, actually, we have, there's lots of Burns suppers that go on in Ottawa. Yeah. We have one we do every year because Rogers House is our big event. Yeah. As you've had us on for the whiskey taste. Well, we have a Robbie Burns supper for Rogers House. Right. It's at the Ottawa Hunt Club.
Sold out.
Sold out, totally sold out. We have the Air Command Pipe Band. They send in 20 pipers and drummers. Yeah. Fiona Champagne's Highland Dancers, or 10 champion dancers. Bobby Watt sings. Nice. Beam Canada gives us whiskey. We have a big whiskey taste. It's a great evening.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. Oh. Now, this is Burns Crystal?
That's correct. We get that in from Glasgow.
Look.
Yes.
Look, a little malt whiskey.
Yeah, it's the suppliers in Scotland. When you're going by, they say, "Here, have a whiskey." Yeah,
right.
Take it with you.
So on Robbie Burns Day, is that tradition?
Absolutely.
We should have a wee dram, as it were?
To toast the bard.
Right. That's what people do, right?
That's right.
Do we say anything in particular?
Well, at the Burns suppers, there's a certain tradition. You normally have 3 toasts. There's you have the toast the haggis, because the haggis comes in and then someone reads the address to the haggis, which Burns wrote. Right. And it's quite neat. So then you do the haggis, then you toast the haggis, and then someone does the immortal, which is to tell about Burns. Right. And then you toast Burns. And we'll do that right now. So to Robbie Burns.
To Robbie Burns. Cheers, Michael.
It's a fine day.
Delicious. Hey, let's talk about some of the stuff you brought.
Yeah, just brought a few things.
Yeah, we'll do that in our next segment.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Great.
All right. Little toast for Robbie Burns. It's Robbie Burns Day, and if you celebrate it, happy Robbie Burns Day to you. We'll be right back. It's 8:52.